is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
And welcome back, everyone. Days are getting shorter as we look to wrap up October here this week. And even though it looks pretty dark on this live cam, I just peeked outside from the studios. Looks like the clouds are thinning out a bit, so maybe a few breaks in the cloud cover between storm systems. It's cold out there, though, with all that snow on the ground. 19 degrees, feels like 7 outside in Colorado Springs. Now in Pueblo, getting a little bit of a break in the cloud cover, even seeing some peaks of sunshine here. 27 the actual air temperature, but it feels like 19. And for Woodland Park, we are getting some of that bright sunshine. Not really helping to melt the snow all that much, as temperatures are still pretty cold, below freezing, and we'll drop down to the single digits in the high country in Teller County as we make our way into the overnight hours. So storm number 1 on its way out, now spreading some snow into parts of Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa tonight. We're already looking ahead to our next storm system. This is a 1-2 punch, and this one arrives within the next 18 to 24 hours. Here's the bottom line. It brings in cold air and some snowy conditions. I think snow begins in most areas early to mid-afternoon on Tuesday. The heaviest snow timing could be a lot like what we just saw, meaning we get it late Tuesday night into the overnight hours, and that commute Wednesday morning again could be quite messy. Winter storm warnings in effect from noon Tuesday to 6 p.m. Wednesday. This includes the Pikes Peak area, Monument Ridge, Teller County, and the Wet Mountains. Higher country totals could be between 6 and 12 or 6 and 14 inches. Lower elevations back under a winter weather advisory starting tomorrow afternoon, with snow totals here ranging between 4 and 9 inches. Right now in the Springs, again in the upper teens, 27 in Pueblo. We'll drop down to the lower to middle teens by tomorrow morning, and generally looking at dry skies through about the lunch hour tomorrow. Now, as we head past that, that's when the snow begins to pick up from north to south. And I'm going to show you that here on the hour by hour. Tonight, if we get anything, it's well to our west over the mountains. But this is gradually going to move to the east as we make our way past the lunch hour, moving in from the north and the west. So we'll get it right up across the Palmer Divide, maybe around the lunch hour in Monument. And I think that drive home for northern parts of El Paso County through the Gap will certainly be impacted by snow and blowing snow. This system has a little more wind to it than the system we just saw. You can see by 6 o'clock, snow beginning to spread south across the I-25 corridor. Then by the time you're ready to go to bed after our newscast tomorrow night, snow widespread across the region, and that's going to continue overnight into Wednesday morning. Probably not turning off until around late morning to early afternoon. You can see by 2:30 just some lingering snow flurries in the plains down towards the New Mexico border. Colder air on the way tomorrow as well with this next system. So here's a look at some of these expected snow accumulation totals. I think we'll again see another repeat of maybe a 4 to 7 inch snow in the Springs and Pueblo. The Wet Mountains around 8 to 12 inches for Rye, 6 to 9 Canyon City, 8 to 12 in Woodland Park. The Plains getting more this go around than the last storm. Could see as much as 4 to 7 inches out towards La Junta and Lamar. So lows tonight are going to be bone-chilling cold. 7 degrees in Monument, 5 in Lyman. We're down to 4 in Westcliff, 12 in the Springs, and 7 degrees the expected low in Woodland Park. Warming up maybe a couple of degrees tomorrow with teens for Monument, low 20s for the Springs and Woodland Park, and 29 on the way for Pueblo. Here's the Springs 7-day forecast, even colder Wednesday as we keep that weather alert going through Wednesday afternoon at least. Look at the low Wednesday night dropping down to 2 degrees. Thursday, Halloween, up to 38, back down to 15 at night. So the kids, if you can add some layers to those costumes, that would be a fantastic idea. And then it's a slow and gradual warm up heading into the weekend. For Pueblo, going from 29 to 22, back up to the low 40s Thursday and Friday. Some chilly daytime highs, but at least dry skies to end the week. And then we're bright and warmer through the weekend, actually near average by Sunday and Monday. Canyon City, snow and blowing snow Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday morning. Weather alert boat days. Look at Wednesday nights, low temperature down to 3 degrees. Frigid out there Thursday morning, then warming to the 40s and staying in the 40s to wrap up the work week. In Woodland Park, one more storm to go here. Could see as much as 8 to 12 inches in the Teller County high country with a high of 21 on Tuesday, 16 degrees on Wednesday. That low Wednesday night, -3, back up to the 30s on Thursday and Friday.